Welcome to Ocrop's YouTube channel, your world for information.
How are you doing? Hope all of you are staying safe and slowly the lockdown is lifted and the corona fear is going off. Right. The topic for the day is parenting. This is something very close to my chest, which I would personally like to listen from anybody. So, the topic is parenting woes and clues in a crisis driven world. Yes, we live in a world of crisis, and definitely parenting is challenging with the changing times. Before we get into the content, a quick reminder and request to everyone to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't, and also hit the bell button so that you receive future notifications of all the.
To give you a precursor of what to expect in this video, we are going to talk about the shortage of time or the scarcity of time, the addiction of children to the devices and gadgets, the family dynamics, the life balance, the emotional bonding, the eating habit of children, the complaints and the conflicts, the development of value systems, sibling rivalry, among others. Not necessarily in the same order, it could be in different parts. So I request you to watch the video completely till the end. All the points that would be analyzed here may be pertinent to the formative year of the children and the preteen uh, age. As Gibran's poetic prophet would respond, your children are not your children, they are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They came through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. And this goes on. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. You are the bows from which your children are living arrows sent forth. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness. Yes, the parenting is a challenging task, but to make it easy, we all do a mistake. Even in fact, I would call it as a blender. We try to condition our children. Conditioning is the first biggest blunder a parent can do. We need to understand and accept the cosmic truth that every individual is unique and has their own will and wish. The biggest issue from the parent's perspective is the scarcity of time. I don't find time to speak to my children. I am too busy with whatever I do. Are you really busy for 24 hours? Don't you have time for spending half an hour or 45 minutes even with your children? It is up to you to decide. If child is your preference, your children is your preference, definitely you would find some quality time with them. Most of the parents, irrespective of whichever part of world you may live, have the problem of or are complaints about the devices and gadget addiction of the children. If I don't give, he will cry. If I don't give, she will not eat. All these complaints keep on coming for a long while. But where does this habit they catch this from? Children copy everything, and the most probably the person they are going to copy is you. If you can mend your ways, definitely they will. It is for you to understand, you to see yourself in them rather than seeing you in them. It is necessary to introduce your kids to other activities and provide them some excitement other than the gadgets, some outdoor activities in which you can engage. Especially, you have to show them that life is not all about the gadgets. There is life outside that, and make them enjoy the world, give them that happiness. My son is not eating healthy food. My daughter is interested in junk food only. They want burgers, pizzas, this, that. Is that your complaint? Definitely. Uh, Forcing doesn't work with children. More you try to force, the effect or impact will be different. But to make them healthy and not obese, you just have to give them an awareness of what nutrition is and what is good and bad. Even if the taste buds doesn't agree now, maybe in the future they may opt for it. I know this is conditioning, but sometimes this has to be done. You need to stay close to your child and monitor them, monitor what they are doing, how their behavior is changing. Some people try to incorporate or impart some moral values. First, we need to understand what morality is, and children don't listen to all these things. They only see what they believe, what they see, and they learn from you. So you be the role model and teach them and tell them what is right and what is not right. Telling them won't help. You will have to inspire them. Again, the work-life balance and the emotional bonding is also similar trait. You need to show them. You need to kiss them. You need to tell them I love you. You need to tell them that don't worry, you will do it, you can do it. The kind of motivation and inspiration they need at their age. Otherwise, what will happen is this will turn into different habits, and it will create a behavioral change which may impact their future. Not only this, those who are waiting to get inspired from them also are bound to suffer. Always be willing to listen to your child. If you are not listening, someone will listen and they are waiting for that attention, and that may also influence them because understanding their feelings and emotions is quite essential, and this emotional bonding is very important. Otherwise, they will get bonded with someone else, some kid, some other person, and they are going to influence them a lot. Sometimes kids tend to believe that they are in a fantasy world so that they forget all these lack of emotions, emotional attachment. Happy childhood is key. If the child is not happy, then the life will be a miserable thing. Another general complaint from the parents is their children do not concentrate on studies. He is not interested in maths, he is not interested in social science, he is not interested in English. Is this your complaint? Well, how can all children be interested in all the subjects? There will be definitely some choices. Although they are learning everything they should learn, they should understand for whatever their future is. But interests are unique. Identify their interest and nurture them in the area of interest. Don't complain that he's not interested in maths or he's not interested in science. If it is their point of interest, it is fine. Allow them to be themselves. Most important thing in the world is not to indulge them in the rat race, the competitive world. The world is definitely not a racetrack. You need to talk to your children to understand what the problems are and try to get them make the solution. They should indulge in decision making from early stages. They should know what the solutions for their problems. Anger and aggression is another complaint. This is definitely due to the stress. You will have to understand what is the reason for the stress and how you can change that reason. Especially, you need to talk again a lot. You need to spend time, and you will have to understand the reason behind the anger. And it is kind of a depression which is coming in a different way. Sibling rivalry is another thing which is taken for granted by some of the parents. Some parents even fuel supporting siding with one of the children. But the reality is you must understand and get them involved in it in a way which you counsel them to avoid hatredness for each other, and they should be in love with each other. What is the treatment to the sibling now will be the treatment to the society in the future. If your child is disobedient, it means you do not understand how to convey messages to your children. You need to mend your ways of conveying messages. Punishment is never a solution. With punishment, you can modify your children's behavior. Observe your child, try to learn from them, try to see how they engage with others. Uh, Make him or her as your friend, and don't force them. You know, give them the confidence that they require in their life. Lack of love and lack of confidence are the two key reasons why a child has many other problems that we discussed earlier. Yes, I do understand from the with the work from home culture, maintaining a balance between the parenting duties and the work is stressful, undoubtedly, no denial. But still, we need to spend some quality time with our children. In fact, the more quality time we spend with them is good for them and as well as good for us. Children are big stress busters. The long and short of the content is give them the love and affection, the care, courage, and don't try to condition them. Grow with them rather than trying to make them grow like you or trying to force your wishes which you could not accomplish in your life. You don't try to push them to accomplish those because they are unique. They are not you, right? You remember what Gibran's prophet said? I'm sure you liked the video. Please add your thoughts in the comment section, or if you have any questions, you can always feel free to record it in the comment section, and I will try to help you, or maybe other viewers of us. We can share our thoughts in the comments. Thank you for listening. Wishing you a good day. Bye bye. Stay safe.